We're meant to strive, to achieve. Maybe I can make a difference to one kid. I've got a brother to find and a game to play.
Welcome back to the channel, everyone. My name is Mod, and I have a mini mod with me today, and we are laced up and ready to slide into the world of an animated sports comedy with a movie called Sneaks. Sneaks is co-directed by Jenkins and Robert Edwards. Now, Rob, no stranger to storytelling, as he has writing credits for both Princess and the Frog and Captain America: Brave New World. Man's got range, culture, and now he's making his directorial debut, and he's bringing us a cast from, it seems like, every corner of the media universe. This movie takes place in a world where shoes have lives, personalities, and somewhat deeper feelings. We start off at a sneaker convention, think like SneakerCon, and a super rare kicks are up for grabs, and then all of a sudden we're introduced to our main characters. But mainly the baseline is they are trying to show us that shoes are more than just an item, but the society behind it. Even though the cast is long listed, not everyone gets their own part. You have the kid that's voiced by Swae, and he's the one that wins the shoes in the raffle. Then he's actually hosted by an NBA legend, Chris Paul, who isn't really in it too much, but I'm a Chris Paul fan, so he's always going to get my kudos. And there's the collector, who's voiced by Laurence Fishburne, a guy who's clearly in it for the fame, the flex. We all know that guy, right? He clearly wears the 13, but he's going to grab the size 9 anyway. That alone kind of tells you the madness that is running through it, and really sets the culture that sometimes these resellers deal with.
Go for it.
Oh. Really?
Dude.
That's ridiculous.
Oh, come on, brother.
So the standout characters, definitely the designer shoe siblings, voiced by Anthony Mackie and Chloe Bailey. They understood the assignment. They really brought the energy and that vibe. Mackie was completely unrecognizable. He went there, let's put it that way. And I gotta give the slight nod to Chloe being really that head horse in the star-studded lineup.
Who's the horse, baby? 'Cause it ain't me. Let me hear you neigh.
And then we got Martin Lawrence as that veteran sneaker helping Mackie's character on his journey, trying to find his sister who ended up getting lost on the transportation from being stolen. And listen, I love Martin. I praise them highly in Bad Boys 4. But here, it just did not click for me. The emotion, the comedy, it just felt flat. It almost felt like he was a step behind a little bit. Maybe it's not his fault. Maybe it's just a mismatch, but that's okay, because not every fit is the right fit. Because even looking at the story, you could tell this movie is torn between two goals. It really wants to dive into the sneaker culture, really give them a sense of life, but also building these emotional arcs through a dozen characters at once. It's a lot. And a little bit almost too much. The villain's redemption arc didn't feel earned. The collector ends up basically redeeming himself, and he stole some shoes. And it kind of gets lost in the shuffle a little bit, which it just kind of shows the clunkiness of the plot.
After seeing this adventurous movie, there's not that much I liked about it. I mean, I understand the concept of it, but it reminded me of this one movie called Beverly Hills, the Chihuahua movie. They both have the same thing in common, if you know what I'm talking about.
The score was actually done really well. Even from the intro, I'm like, okay, like if they can really keep up this pace, especially musical wise, maybe we got something here. But you didn't feel that same thing all the way through. But overall, I think the score is probably the top highlight of the film. And as I'm going through the story and going through the motions, it really felt like a lot of rinse and repeat throughout. It only being an hour and 30 minutes, it didn't really even feel like a theater release. I tried to find the budget, and I couldn't, because while the sneaker designs were clean, everything else around it felt rushed and hollow. It didn't have that spark and soul. And you know me, I'm gonna be a comparison guy. You got Lilo and Stitch on the way, Minecraft dominating, and Dogman giving us that presentation. There's a lot of competition packing out there right now. What did work out of the movie? It showcases sneaker culture in a real way, why people collect it and why they care. And that's something that even I could attest to, because as a younger person, I love shoes and I love the designs, but it wasn't just because I had them, it's because I really were invested in them. Just like baseball cards or vinyl records, it's about the story behind it. And at the heart of it, there's a sweet little theme about sibling love. Max and Ty, the designer shoe siblings, they fight, argue, but then they go their separate ways. And it also shows the determination of trying to get back to one another. And that was honestly the emotional glue holding things together going through their dynamic. But did I laugh? Maybe once or twice, and I'm being a little generous. And the ending, it really felt like a pull straight out of Toy Story, which nearly made me check out, but I stuck around because the message is there, and I thought they were gonna pull it out a little bit, but it is buried under a little bit of fluff.
In my opinion, Sneaks was okay. It wasn't really exciting like I thought it was going to be. I've seen movies that are exactly like this, and still wasn't that great. I wish they would have made Sneaks a little different from the rest.
And if you were a Disney advocate millennial like myself, you could have an understanding of, how this movie ends, without context, of course. But what you guys really came here for. After further discussion, what is our official rating on the movie Sneaks? Save for stream.
I mean, can't you just stream it?
Now it's your turn. Have you guys seen Sneaks? What'd you guys think about it? And what's your favorite shoe of all time? Let us know in the comments below. We always love hearing from you guys. And as always, tell someone you love them. We love y'all. God bless y'all. And let us go to the movies for you.
Bye!